Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Madam Sobihatun and my friends. Okay, my name Siti Farhana binti Ahmad and my partner Wuraidatul Latifah binti Muhammad. We from Group B21. Our supervisor is Mr. Tuan Zalizam bin Tuan Yuda. Today we want to present about summative evaluation based on from our project title is about Let's Learn Jawi. Firstly, for the summative evaluation, we take the 30 respondent from UUM student for evaluate our project. Okay, firstly, first question from summative evaluation, we ask the overall reaction of the software. The question we put the scale is from terrible to wonderful. Based on that question, mostly choose 5 until 8 the scale. So the overall of the software is wonderful. Next, the question is about the screen. Based on the screen, we put the question is about reading characters on the screen. Reading characters on the screen, the scale we put is from difficult to easy, and the scale 0 until 9. The respondent choose from 4 until 8 the scale, and mostly choose 6 scale, and we can conclude that about the characteristic on the screen is easy to use for user. Next is about the highlighting simplified task. The highlighting of simplified task, the scale we put from not at all until to very much. Mostly respondent choose 6 and 7. The courseware is very much for highlighting simplifies the task. And the next is about the organization of information. The organization of information, we put the scale from confusing to very clear. The mostly respondent choose the 6 scale, and we can conclude the organization of the information is very clear. Next is about the sequence of screen. The sequence of screen, the scale we put is from confusing and to very clear. Based on the question and based on the data we get, the respondent choose a 5 until 7, and our courseware is clear to use.
Okay, next is terminology and system information. For the first question is about the position of the message on the screens. The scale is 0 to 9, from inconsistent to consistent. Okay, majority of the respondents say that the position of the message on screen is about to consistent, because they put the scale on the 6. 6 is the majority of them. Okay, for the next is terminology related to task. So the scale is from never to always. Majority of the respondents put the scale on 6. That means it almost always the terminology related to the task. Next is use of term throughout system. The scale is from inconsistency to the consistency. Majority of the respondent put on the scale 7, but there also put on scale 5 and 6 and a bit on the 8. That means it almost consistent. Okay, the next is prompt for input. The scale are from confusing to the clear. The scale that respondent choose is 5, 6, 7, and 8. The majority put on a scale 6. Yeah, about 14 out of 30 respondent. Okay. Next is computer information about its progress. So the scale is from never to always. Majority of them said that it almost always the computer inform about the progress, but there's 1% said is almost never. The computer is almost never informed about its progress. It's on scale 3. Okay, for the error message, the scale show that whether the error message in the courseware unhelpful to helpful. So the scale is 5, 6, 7, and 8. The majority put in scale 6 is 16 out of 30 respondents. Okay, next is in learning. So the first question is learning to operate the system. That's how they learn to operate this system. Okay, the scale is from whether it's difficult or easy to learn to operate the system. Okay, most of them say it almost easy to operate because our courseware is easy to use because it's just a simple program for kids. So the scale is most on the scale 7, 13 out of 30 respondents. Okay, next is about remembering names and use of commands in our courseware. Okay, the scale is from difficult to easy. Okay, for the scale, majority choose a scale on 6. It means about almost easy to remember the name and use of the command because it's simple. So next is help message on screen that appear to help user whether it's unhelpful or too helpful. Almost say it's quite helpful because they put on a scale 5, 6, 7, and 8. But there's 1% so maybe is not really helpful to him or her. Okay, next is supplemental reference materials. Okay, the scale is from confusing to clear. Scale is 5, 6, and 7. Majority on the 6 scales. Okay, next I give to my partner.
Next is about the system capabilities. Firstly, is about the system speed. The scale is from too slow and too fast enough. The overall respondent choose about the courseware is fast to use because mostly choose the scale 5 until 8. And next is about the system reliability. Mostly choose a 6 scale out of 9. So the system is a reliability to use. And this is about the system tends to be. The system tends to be, the scale is from noise to quiet. So mostly choose a scale of 6. So the system is not so quiet, but is not too noise. Is the system reliable for them to use. And one person said the system is noisy. And next is about the correcting your mistake. This the skill of the correcting your mistake is from difficult to easy. Mostly we can conclude the system is easy to correct the mistake because mostly choose a 5 and until 8. Next is about the design for all level of users. Design for all level of user. Our courseware have a level like a read and activities, and mostly from the courseware, the design of the level is always and is they can arrange to use one by one. So the scale of the design is 5 until 8.
Okay, one more we will talk about the day on the we present our project. So the evaluator said that our project is almost okay, but there's one part that we need to correct about the instruction. We need to add more instruction because our target is kids. That means they cannot uh, cannot get what we want to say and what they need to do on the task. So we will add more instruction in our courseware to make sure that the kids can easily play the activities and read uh, all the activities that we provide for them. So that's all from us. Thank you.